my microphone kept moving and flopping around on this and making noises, so I have to hold it. Hey ladies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. How you doing? I hope you're having a great week so far. So in today's video, I wanted to bring this story of this young woman who is 4 weeks pregnant and 3 weeks pregnant, 4 weeks postpartum. She was doing it right after birth while she was in the hospital. Yeah. And her mother came out basically supporting her daughter and enabling her behavior. Now, on the last part of this video, she basically states that, who waits 6 weeks anyways, and we're going to talk about a few things in this video. So I'm going to share her full story, let the stitches play, and I will see you guys at the end.
Y'all, guess what? I've been crying all day. So I've been having cramps and stuff. So I decided to go to the ER, because I'm thinking something might be wrong because, I just had a baby a month ago. I just had a baby a month ago. So I'm thinking something might be wrong. So I'm sitting there. Yeah, I went in there. They ran tests and all that. They asked me, they was like, do you think you're pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant or whatever. I'm not pregnant. Even though I didn't wait my 6 weeks, y'all. I'm embarrassed. Y'all don't judge me. I didn't wait my 6 weeks. But how about that doctor is going to come in there and say, I'm pregnant again. Like, he really said I'm pregnant again. So I was in shock. I was like, I can't be pregnant again. Please take a test again. My baby only a month old. Y'all, I'm 3 weeks. I forgot how many days it said. I'm 3 weeks and some days pregnant. I'm so embarrassed, but hey, and I cried. Did what I had to do. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I can get rid of it, but I don't see that happening. But I just had to tell y'all first. I had to tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody, because everybody gonna be asking me. And I'm embarrassed because this is my first child. And I'm already pregnant again. So she about to be a big sister, which is embarrassing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This girl who is 3 weeks pregnant with a 4-week-old baby concerns me. The story is not funny. It is downright concerning. Putting it short, sweet, and simple, fornicating a week or less after giving birth does not give consensual to me. At all. And I get it. She's parading around claiming that she wanted it and he didn't. But I can't help but feel like that is a protective measure she's doing to avoid having to sit with the fact that what happened to her was not okay. Because while I understand that women's hormones are raging pre and post pregnancy, that would be up to the partner to then step in and say, I don't feel comfortable doing this with you when you just had a baby. Fornicating that shortly after birth is a health risk. This is not just a matter of preference. This is about her livelihood and her safety and her health. Not to mention whether you had surgery or did it naturally. That area, it's a lot going on down there. And nothing about this gave consideration and mindfulness of her body and what was best for her body in that moment. Now, waiting the full 6 weeks is a whole different topic, but to be 3 weeks pregnant with a month old does not give consensual. It just does not. Then we have nurses in the comments talking about how they work in labor and delivery and they be hearing knocking of boots 24 to 48 hours post-delivery. I'm scared. There is no way that 24 to 48 hours after having a alien baby rip you apart, you're the main one and the aggressor and wanting to do the thing that got you in the situation to begin with. I'm not buying it and it ain't for sale. I can't. These men are taking advantage of women in very vulnerable situations and you cannot convince me otherwise. Period. Point
I'm
blank.
confused as to how her coochie was not falling off the bone when she was entered in that hospital right after she gave birth, and now she's pregnant again. Mind you, her baby is 4 weeks old and she is 3 weeks pregnant. Like, was the D that fire where you couldn't wait 6 weeks? And even if she was the one that initiated it, I feel like her husband should have known well enough to say no, to care more about her body and her safety, because the risk of infection is so high in that area shortly after giving birth. And granted, every woman's body and libido is different, but the general consensus seems to be that even 6 weeks is too soon to be indulgent in the penetration, because your body is busy recovering physically and mentally from bringing new life into this world. Some women don't feel like themselves until several months after the fact, even longer than that, especially since they're adjusting to motherhood and having to deal with raising a new little person that screams, cries, and poops all the time. And she is about to get a double dose of motherhood, because it's one thing to have 2 under 2, but 2 under 1? With them Irish twins? Lord bless her.
3 weeks. I forgot how many days it said. I'm 3 weeks and some days pregnant. I'm so embarrassed, but hey, I cried. Did what I had to do. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean,
you know you can say no to your husband. So in your video you said you're so embarrassed, but yet you still post the video on TikTok for the whole world to see, and this video have gone viral. And so I am not going to feel bad about judging because you put it on the internet for the whole world to see and to have an opinion. And so I am going to judge you, because maybe judging you will make you stop and think that what you did was not good for yourself mentally, emotionally, or physically. You see, a lot of women believe that they can't say no to their husband. Maybe they think if they say yes to everything, the husband won't leave and the husband won't cheat. But that will not stop a man from doing what a man wants to do to make him happy. And so 1 week after having a baby, you shouldn't be having intimate time with your husband, because it's not good for you. The body goes through such a traumatic experience after you have a baby, right? I had a baby all natural, and I know the pain I felt, what my vajayjay felt afterwards. And so to imagine you having intimate time with your husband, I know it wasn't you, it have to be him. And so you should have said no.
This young woman has gone viral today because of what she said. Her baby is 4 weeks old and she's 3 weeks pregnant. But I'm not here to judge her. The reason I'm not going to judge her is because this exact same thing happened to my own mother. My middle brother was 4 weeks old when my mother became pregnant. A lot of the comments on her video were like, wow, your man couldn't wait. She responded and she said, actually, it was me that couldn't wait. I'm here to tell you, we don't believe that. This 56-year-old does not believe for a second that you were the one insisting. You know why? Because a woman's body goes through so much trauma during the 9 months of pregnancy, gaining fluid, gaining weight, and your hormones are out of whack. And then the traumatic episode of giving birth, where you're still swollen, you're achy, and then you have the postpartum cycle. No way am I going to believe that you're the one that initiated. What I want all women to know is that it's your body. Don't worry about someone else's needs. A woman's body needs an entire year to recover from postpartum, just so that your body can go back to normal. I know you're trying to protect him, but in this side of TikTok, the 50+ women TikTok, we're not gonna believe that. No. What I want you to do next time is to say, no, sir, my body needs time to heal. Let my hormones go back to normal. Let my swelling go down a little bit. Don't protect him. Give yourself permission to heal. And by the way, what kind of an effed up man does this to the woman he loves? You score very low in my book. You're that kind of man. She even said in the video, I cried for hours. Yeah, I believe you. Yeah. Mentally, you're not even ready to take care of another child. And next time, pick a partner that will be synchronized with your needs and not just his.
Hi, my love. Hiya. I am hearing about the girl who has a baby who is 4 weeks old, but she is 3 weeks pregnant. Have you heard about this? I will repeat for the people in the back. She has a baby that's 4 weeks old and has now recently come to tell TikTok that she's just found out that she is 3 weeks pregnant. I have questions. I have several questions, actually. I am a child-free woman. I don't have children, but I understand the implications and severity of having children on a woman's body. You are telling me, and I also know from friends who had children, from women on here who talk about their experiences, that you are advised not to have any sort of sex, no nothing for at least a minimum of 6 weeks. So the math is not mathing. The math is not mathing for me. I hear there's a smell, I hear there's blood, I hear there's all sorts of stuff going on down there. Even if you had like a cesarean, I hear moving is mad, like moving around is crazy. People are scared to like go to the toilet after having a child. How are you pregnant again? How? Then I read the comments and it said that they may have even had sex in the hospital. Like, in order for the math to math, they may have had sex in the hospital. My question is to the man. You've watched this woman push out this child. You were present. You were there. You were in the hospital. Clearly, you were in the hospital. Why are you back on top of her? Why? Why are you back on top of her? You've seen all that her body has gone through. You understand the implications. I'm so sure the nurses, the doctors have told you both, listen, give your body a bit of a rest. You've been through a lot. Why are you on top of her, please? What sort of man re-impregnates a woman hours? Because it has to be hours after she's just given birth to one of your children. I think it stinks. Not her, the situation. I think the situation stinks. I don't like it at all. It makes me uncomfortable. Deeply uncomfortable, actually.
I know y'all are clowning that woman who's 3.5 weeks pregnant with a 4-week-old. But to women like her, I'm not going to clown y'all. I'm just going to say thank you. Can we just fill this room with thank you, thank you? In this day and age where our government is trying to force women to give birth, we are going to need women like you who willingly sacrifice your wombs to them. Because it leaves women like us with an opportunity to walk to the door marked exit. The more women that willingly get pregnant, the more women, I used to be upset, but I'm just like, you know what? We are going to need women who are like, I'm going to keep my baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for willingly sacrificing yourself so that I don't get unwillingly drafted into using my womb. Like, I'm not going to clown y'all. Y'all are doing the Lord's work.
Y'all might get mad at me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna say it anyways. But who really waiting 6 weeks to do it after having a baby? Like, I really don't believe that y'all be sitting up here waiting 6 weeks. And if you waiting 6 weeks, how do you do it? Like, how you waiting 6 weeks? I feel like the main ones that gonna be trying to argue in the comments and all that, talking about ill and all that, are the main ones who didn't wait 6 weeks. I just don't think people waiting 6 weeks, because I be seeing a lot of people walking around with kids back to back. So I just don't believe that people waiting 6 weeks. And this is for the people that's in a relationship, like, and I'm not saying, oh, don't come in my comments like, oh, they need to get a new man. I'm not saying the new man or whatever. I'm not saying the man forcing them or whatever. But, you know, girls have hormones and all that too. So how are y'all waiting 6 weeks? I just don't think people really wait 6 weeks. I don't know. The full 6 weeks. Like, maybe 5 weeks, 4 weeks. But 6 weeks, I don't think so.
So after all the backlash, you state that you don't care, but you came out with this video sharing your story and crying and stating that you are ashamed. So which is it? Are you ashamed, or you don't care because who waits 6 weeks anyways? That is pick me behavior. You're not allowing your body to heal. Even though you were advised by a doctor to wait, you didn't wait. Why? Because you want to show your man, you want to prove to him how much you are able to please him, how much you don't want to lose him, right? Because let's really think about it. You just gave birth and your first thought was sex. It's your first baby, your first child, and your first instinct isn't to let me bond with my child. No. Let's be honest and let's be real, okay? That man probably was bitching and moaning about the fact that he hasn't had none in a while, and you wanted to prove how much of a good girl you are, how much of a dedicated, loving, caring wife that you are. And I put those air quotes because you don't care enough about yourself. You don't love yourself enough. You didn't put your well being and your health first. You put that man first. And that is definitely being a pygmy. That is being a people pleaser. Y'all don't know how sick I am of y'all. Y'all share y'all stories, cry on the internet, and then when you get comments, you get backlash. You get people telling you, I don't think this is the right situation for you. You turn around and make another video talking about how amazing your man is. So why were you complaining about him before if he's so great? Why are you here? Why do you still have that video up getting money and getting views? Oh, okay. You came out and stated that, oh, I'm the one, I'm the one who couldn't wait. Right. Okay. Sure. Since you're the one who couldn't wait, it was your decision. For the young women watching my videos, don't be like this. Don't be like this pick me who is putting her well-being after. Her well-being is an afterthought. Her well-being is after her man's needs. If he really cared about you, and I'm pretty sure, these creators already stated it throughout the video, but I mean, he should be afraid of even touching you. I have had partners who wanted to wait like at least a week after my period. After my menstrual, I go through the process of drinking water and drinking probiotics and stuff like that. And I appreciate someone who allows me that time. I didn't even have to open my mouth and say, hey, I want to wait. People just don't even want to do anything. So let's think about you literally giving birth. Sis. Anyways, since you don't care, that's fine. To the young woman watching my videos, again, please don't let this be you. Please do not put your well-being as an afterthought, okay? Please do not put that man before yourself, before your child, before your womb. Please don't do it. Care for yourself. Love yourself. And I'm pretty sure that sounds like like a broken record, but some of y'all, even though you're constantly listening to this broken record, it's still not penetrating in your brain. It's still not replaying and you actually absorbing the information. I am very much grateful for women like her. If you ever find yourself in a position where a man is forcing you to do something that you don't want, do not feel bad for having standards and expectations and not wanting to do what he's asking you. You know why? Because women like that exist. Women like her exist. Okay? So he can go find himself someone who is willing. Like she said, it was her choice. She couldn't wait. He can find himself someone who matches that energy. So do not feel bad when you don't want to do certain things. Do not allow a man to coerce you into doing anything that you don't want to do. Point blank, period. Choose yourself. Again, broken record. Love yourself enough to care about your health, to care about your well-being. Because clearly that man do not. I do appreciate you guys making it this far into the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. That will be you supporting my channel and supporting me. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah.